Let's bring in immigration attorney Pascal Nwukocha, who represents the family of Liam Ramos, the 5-year-old boy who was detained with his father last month. Thank you so much for being with us. I understand a judge has now given you some more time to respond to the Ramos family's deportation proceedings. I know you can't talk about their specifics related to the case, but what can you tell us about how Liam and his family are doing since they were released from that detention center in Texas?
Good morning, and thank you for having me today. The family is doing well. They are traumatized. They are going through a lot, but they are holding up. They have their faith that at the end of the day, they will get a chance to present their story to an immigration judge. We are rather worried by this speed with which the government wants to move this case and other cases through the system. It seems the goal is to deport as many as you can under a very short period, not necessarily to get to the merits and give people a fair chance to present their case.
By now, the world knows about Liam and his father and their story, at least a piece of their story. Why was it important to you to take on this case?
Our firm has been in this community for a long time, for more than 25 years. My colleague, Daniela, who is working with me on this case, has known the family for some time. We believe that this is what we are called to do as immigration lawyers, help those that are on the margins, those that the system that give people opportunity to present their cases before the immigration courts. We've been practicing immigration law for a long time, and this is one of those things where the opportunity comes and you have to step up and say, this is your time to contribute to the community that we so much love, to the clients we so much empathize with, and to say what is right is right. Myself, I'm an immigrant. Having gone through the system, I realize how important it is for our clients to get a fair chance to present their cases in the system.
And we know these are vulnerable people, right? We've seen a surge now in children like Liam being detained in immigration cases. In fact, according to the Marshall Project, the number of children held in ICE detention on any given day has now jumped more than 6-fold since the start of the second Trump administration. Clearly, these aren't the worst of the worst, right? The administration says that's who they're targeting. So what do you make of this uptick?
I think, and I think all of us should know that when the government says they are targeting the worst of the worst, they are not. Far from it. Just yesterday, we had to file 2 habeas cases for people who have been in this country for some time. They filed an application. They have a hearing set, a date coming up for their hearing, and ICE shows up in Shakopee and picks up this family. It has been happening, and people are traumatized. So it's not just those who entered illegally. We have people who are in the immigration system. They have filed an application. The judge has given them a day to appear for their individual hearing. We are working on preparing their cases, only to get a call on Sunday afternoon that ICE came to their houses and picked them up. It is unbelievable what we're going through.
Yeah, I understand. You're having a hard time even tracking some of your clients. Can you expand on that?
Certainly, yes. Because of the way the law works, when you want to file a habeas case for people who've been picked up, you want to know whether the client is still within the jurisdiction within Minnesota. So we try, as an office, try to locate the clients, and my colleagues report the same. We go to ICE Detainee Locator, which is a portal for us to find where the clients are. Sometimes we don't see anything. Sometimes it goes for days where we don't know where the client is, the family members don't know where the client is, and we are just running through the system, pressing refresh so often, trying to locate where the client is, and it can be very, very frustrating. And then sometimes we even have a client that we identify where they are, and 2 days later, we can't find them. Last week, we had one that was identified as in Texas, only to find out that between the time we identified him and the time we had our hearing, he's been shipped to Ecuador and back to the United States. Right?
Wow.
So it's been quite stunning trying to keep track where these clients are.
Just very quickly, if you will, Do your clients still have hope? And do they still want to be in the U.S.?
America is the dream for a lot of people. Even as things are going bad and we are very discontent with what is happening in the government, we have clients who believe that at the end of the day, this is America. This is America they have grown up, they aspire to be in. And having come so far to this country, they are hoping that they'll get a chance to stay here. Some have family members here. Some people have lived here for 20, 30 years with clients who've been here for more than 20 years. This is all they know. Their children, this is all they know. So when they are pushed to being forced to be deported, they do their best to preserve their right to be in this country. And as lawyers, as immigration lawyers, we do our best to give them that opportunity.
Pascal Wokocha, thank you for shining light and helping us understand what's happening.